to stand. Recording in progress. That's a new thing. It comes up and tells you I'm recording. I'm not recording you.
Right.
Maybe see that it's fine.
It's fine.
So I'll mute everyone. Okay, so when you're ready, we'll come to standing. We'll do our usual posture check. So standing with your feet hip distance, toes facing forwards. Maybe spreading the toes out and trying to lift up through your kneecaps. So you're kind of lengthening the muscles in your legs and lifting through your upper body a little bit as well. Again, try and get that feeling of stacking. So shoulders over hips, hips over knees, and knees over ankles. And we're just going to start breathing in. So maybe in through your nose, maybe for about 5 counts. So just take your time, just try and relax a little bit. And then exhale through your mouth. So again, 5 counts. It's nice and easy. Do that again, so breathing in and breathing out for 5. So maybe next time breathe in for 7, so a little bit longer. And breathing out for 7. Again, if it feels strained, just adjust the count to suit you. We'll do that again, so breathing in for 7 and breathing out for 7. And then maybe try 9, so inhale. And exhale. And one last time. When you do that exhale, start to feel that when you're exhaling, your belly kind of cools in and draws in a little bit. So once you empty all the air out, start to feel that just tightening through your core. So when you're ready, we'll start to move the shoulders. So when you're ready, we'll lift the shoulders up and then release them down. So just drawing them up towards your ears. So squeeze up, maybe hold it for a second, and then release back down. Do that again. So just releasing any tension that you might feel. And do that once more. Okay, so then this time we'll roll the shoulders. So just once to the back and then once to the front. So just nice and easy, maybe bending the arms a little bit. Do that once more to either direction. So we're going to start with little rotations today. So when you're ready, we're going to move around. So you're just going to move around, just bringing your left hand across the body and take 2 little pulses without moving through your feet. Back to the centre, and then we'll go the other way. Pulse, pulse, centre. So pulse, pulse, centre. And you don't have to go around that far, but do try and press through your feet so you're not lifting through your feet. So spread your toes. Get a really nice firm position with your feet. Once more. And then back to the centre. This time we'll reach over with your right arm and then reaching over with your left. So do that again. So just moving side to side, stretching through the side body, reaching through the arm as much as you can. So do that again. So reach and reach. Okay, well done. We'll do that a couple more times. Again. Place your feet on the ground, so really press through your feet so you're not lifting up. Last time. And make your way back to the centre. So this time we're going to take a squat. So feet hip distance, belly pull down. When you're ready, just sink down through your squat and then push up all the way back up. So do that again. So bend and lift. So the chest is lifted, the belly is pulled in. And the weight is back in your heels here, so try not to kind of bring it forward towards your toes. And we're going to lift up through one knee, so we squat first, and then lift through your right knee. So just coming up, lift your right knee up, and then squat again, and then the left knee lifts up. So we'll do that again, so squat, right knee lifts, and squat, and left knee lifts. And you don't have to lift the leg high, just to where you can. Use a chair or use a wall if you need to as well. But still sinking back in the heels, still lifting up through the leg to where it feels right. Okay, we're going to do 2 more of these. And on this last one, we're going to lift your right leg up and hold it. So again, you can have it closer to the ground, you can have it higher up. And we're just going to circle round here. So just moving your way, try and keep your hips nice and still as you circle round. And then when you're ready, just change directions. Just move in the opposite way. Good, belly in. Again, you could keep this smaller and just move your foot if you feel it's too much. Do 2 more. and then hold the leg. So you can either hold the leg up, you can hold it with the heel on the ground, or if you want to, you can extend the leg forwards. But belly pulled in, good, chest lifted. Excellent. Okay, slowly release down. So we'll come back into the squats. We'll start with the left knee lifting. So when you're ready, squat first. So press back and lift your left knee up. And then the right. Good. So again, just a few more of these, just warming up through your legs, through your hips. Okay, my legs are killing me. I did 100 sun salutations yesterday for Captain Tom's 100 challenge. It was a blooming nightmare. It took us an hour and a half. We thought we would be finished in about 50 minutes. I think the club had put there was 45 minutes, but an hour and a half it took us. Okay, we'll hold up with the left leg, so just holding up. Again, when you're ready, start to circle round. So just easing off through your hips, belly pulled in still. Again, lower your leg if you need to. And then change directions, just moving the opposite way. Good. See how your hip feels. It's a bit clicky. Mine's a bit clicky today. Okay, we'll hold it forwards. And again, maybe take your foot down if that is too much. Either just lift the knee up, hold it, or maybe you want to extend your leg forward, but just see how it feels. How does the muscle in the front of your thigh feel? Well done. Okay, slowly release down. Give your legs just a little shake out. Okay, from here, we're going to take a squat position, but a wider squat position. So we're going to turn the toes out a little bit, and the chest is up and the belly's in. So take your feet as wide as you need to. And then all we're going to do is just go down and then back up. So again, as you come down, try and get the tailbone pointing down towards the ground, the chest lifted, and the belly is pulled in. Good. So we're just going down and up, just nice and easy. You can move at your own pace. Try not to lock the knees out, and the chest stays lifted and up. Excellent. Okay, we'll do a couple more of these. And then on the next one, we're just going to stay down. So we'll just stay down here, so sink through your hips. Now we're going to move to either side. So we'll move over to the right, and then move over to the left. And you can reach the arm, you don't necessarily have to. You could just go side to side, or a big reach over. And we're keeping the legs bent as we do it. Good. Two more. And last one. When you're ready, take a big breath and come all the way up, and then release the hands down by your sides. So we'll bring your feet forwards now, so turn them forwards. And then we're going to move forward. So you might just come forwards and take your hands onto your thighs. We're going to stretch the legs here. So again, you could release the legs down and just see how that feels. You could bend your knees, whatever feels best, but we're trying to stretch through the back of your thighs a little bit, or maybe just let the arms dangle, if that feels better. Okay, when you're ready, on an inhale, bend the knees, start to move back up again, so rolling all the way back up. Turn your toes back out again, and come back into that squat. So just going down and lifting back up. Again, try and get the tailbone going down, the belly pulled down, the chest is lifted. Okay, we'll do two more. And then come back down again. So when you come back down, we'll take the hands on the thighs, and this time we're going to take one shoulder over and then back, and then the other shoulder over and back. So again, we're leaning a little bit forward, but still the tailbone points down. Okay, we'll do two more. And last one. Then coming back up, push through your legs, come all the way back up. Turn the toes forwards again, and then move forward, so lengthen forwards. So you might need to narrow your legs, you might want to widen them. Release down if you want to, and release the hands. But again, just take it to where you want to. Maybe give your head a little shake. Well done. When you're ready, we'll move back up. So bend your knees, draw your belly in, coming all the way back up again. Good, well done. Okay, we're going to move from side to side now. So you're going to bend over towards your right leg, and then bend over towards the left leg. So we're just moving side to side, just nice and easy. You don't have to go that far. Just take it to where it feels right. Toes facing forwards again. And then we're going to go side to side for 3 and then we're going to hold it. So that's 1, 2, 3 and hold. Do that again. So 1, 2, 3 and hold. Excellent. Do that again. So 1, 2, 3 and hold. And again. And hold. Okay, we'll do this once more. We're going to hold over towards the right side this time. So as you hold over to the right, you can just stay here. Okay, if you want to, you can come down a little bit more, remember. You can take your hands down. You can lower all the way down if you want to, but just go to where it feels right to you. So just stretching through the inner thigh on that left leg. Okay, we'll make our way back up. So slowly and carefully come back up. Roll through it, so maybe bend your knees as you come up. And we'll do that again. So we'll move over to the left side first. So bend into it, the other side, and then we'll hold over at the left. So we'll do that again for 3. So 1, 2, 3 and hold. Excellent. Do that again. So side, side and hold. A few more. So side and hold. And one last time. Good. Okay, so holding over at the side again, just stay here. So if you feel the stretch here, just stay with it. If you want to, you could take your hand down. So you could take one hand or both hands. Again, just where you feel the stretch. Okay, make your way back to the centre. Bend your knees, start to roll up. So take your time to come all the way up and walk your feet in. So we'll give your legs a little shake. We'll have a little seat when you're ready. So just take yourself down. Again, adjust your device. So move it so that I can see you. We're going to sit cross-legged first of all again. So just coming into a cross-legged position. Again, if that is not suitable for your knees or anything, then please just sit with your feet on the ground and your legs out will do equally well. Okay, so still warming up a little bit. We're going to take the hands just onto your shoulders. Now from there, we're going to reach up. So you're going to stretch through the side of your body. So when you're ready, just reaching up and up. So just reach and reach. Good. And this time, give your hands forward, so towards me, and then just slowly fold in. And then come back up, so restacking as you go. So again, shoulders over hips, come back up, hands to your shoulders again. And we'll do that again. So again, reaching up and up. So through the sides of your waist. Good. Palms facing forwards. And then start to roll all the way back down. Okay, slowly restack again. We'll do that one more time. So coming back up. Hands to your shoulders. Start reaching through your arms. So keep the sit bones down. And then bring your palms forward. And then slowly lower all the way down. Okay, when you're ready, make your way back up. So again, stack your spine. And then bring your legs out in front of you. So we're going to have the feet maybe slightly wider than your hips. So we're sitting up onto your sit bones here. And we're just going to flex your feet and point your toes. So you're trying to kind of move through your ankles. So push your feet away and then flex them. So pull your toes up towards you. So sit up nice and tall as you do that. Press the feet away and then pull them back in. So press and in. Good. Okay, do that once more. And then this time when you bring your feet back, we're going to keep them back in that flex position, but you're going to curl your toes under. So curl the toes and then pull them back towards you. So curl and pull. So again, just working through the muscles of our feet and our legs. Good. Okay, from there, keep your feet flexed. And this time you're going to try and spread your toes. Okay, so as you inhale, just spread the toes out, try and get them apart from each other, and then release them. Do that again, so spread the toes out as much as you can, and release them. Do that again, so spread the toes, lift through your upper back, so try not to slouch, and release them one more time. Good, and release. And then we're just going to circle the feet. So you're going to bring the feet in towards one another, then push them away out to the side, and then pull them back up. So point them in, point them down, point them out and up. Do it again, in, good. And then we'll change direction. So out, down, in and up. Do that again, out, down, in and up. Do that twice more. And last one. Good, well done. Okay, release your legs, bring them in. So we're going to start with the feet together today. So we're bringing the legs into this kind of Navasana or boat position where we're sitting up nice and tall, but we're going to have the feet connecting together. Now, your hands can be on the ground here, but try not to kind of roll back. You're still trying to keep yourself upright. All we're going to do is you're going to move one leg out to the side, so a little bit like that clam, and then squeeze it back together. And then the other leg will move out to the side and squeeze back together. So as much as possible, the feet stay together. It might not be that you can keep your feet together. They might lift a little bit off the ground, but they're not wide away from each other. So they're still pretty close. Do that a couple more times to keep yourself lifting upright as you do it. And your legs might open wide. They might not open that wide. Doesn't matter. And then when you're ready, we're going to do both together. So you open the legs. And then you're going to squeeze them back together. So open through the legs, squeeze them back in. So we're going to do a little bit through inner thighs today. And squeeze. Good, do that again. Open and squeeze. Now this time you're going to open your legs. You're going to keep them open and you're going to try and press the knees down. So you're pushing the knees away and away. So press away. So just quite gentle, but still working through that outer hip. Keep the upper body lifted, keep the belly pulled in, press the knees away. Good. And last set, well done. Okay, release the legs, give them a little shake off. Okay, from here, all we're going to do now is to come onto your forearms. So you're going to roll back a little bit and come down onto your forearms. So you can just rest on your forearms. If this is not comfortable, you can always come down onto your back and do it there as well. Now bring your feet in, so about hip distance this time, heels quite close in. Now from here, draw the belly in a little bit. As you breathe out, you're just going to extend one leg up. So from that bent leg position, breathe in, bend it, and then bring it back in. Breathe and bend it. So we're just extending through your leg and lowering it down. Now if you can manage a little bit more, you can extend your legs away first and then do the same thing. So we're just lifting and lowering, but see how it feels. If it doesn't feel that right, then keep yourself with one foot flat on the floor and the leg just extending up. Good, well done. You have to lift high, maybe point the toes and flex the foot to come down. So breathing out and breathing in to lower. So lift and lower. Good, so working through the legs a little bit. Excellent. Okay, we'll do 2 more of these. And then on the last one, we're going to lift the leg up and hold it. Now from here, we're going to take the leg out to the side. So we're going out to the side and back in without moving the hips. So keep your eye on your hips as you take the leg out. You don't have to take it that far. Just move it to where you can. Good, do 2 more. And last one. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. So lower that leg down. Breathing out, lift the other leg up and then move it out to the side. And squeeze the inner thigh to bring it back in. So we're not just moving the leg, but we're actually moving it. Okay, so using the muscles of the outer hip to push it away. The hips stay still, so we're not making them squint. Good, do 1 more. And well done. Okay, slowly release that leg down. And then just lower yourself back down onto the ground. Now when you come back down, we're going to draw the knees in, or the feet in, so your feet are hip distance apart. So we're going to do some roll ups today. So again, just take your time, stretch your arms overhead. So take a deep breath in here. As you breathe out, lift your arms over your shoulders and then lift the upper body up off the ground. So we're just reaching up towards the legs, breathing in and then breathing out to go back. So breathing in, arms over the shoulders, breathing out to lift up. Breathing in and breathing out to lower back. Now you can stay with that. If you want to, you could extend your legs away. And this time coming up to sitting. So again, breathing in, arms over the shoulders. Breathing out, lift and come up to sitting. Maybe reaching your hands past your feet as you do that for a little back stretch. Breathing in and then rolling down through your spine. Take the arms overhead again. So breathing in and breathing out. Again, work where you can, where it feels best to you. So rather than forcing it. If it feels better to stay with the knees bent, then do that. Just work where you can. Okay, we'll just do a couple more of these. And we'll make this next one our last one. And just lower yourself all the way down. So when you come down, we'll bring your arms just down by your sides. And we're just going to bend your knees so feet flat on the floor. Now from here, we're just going to do some pelvic tilts. So we'll take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, just tilt your pelvis just forwards and up a little bit. As you breathe in, lower the spine and then try and arch your back. So you're moving back a little bit and creating that little arch. So breathing out, tilt the pelvis forward and up. Breathing in, move back and arch your back. Now keep going on that so you can have your feet flat on the floor here, your feet hip distance apart. Now from here, we're going to take the hands behind the back of your head. I'm going to add on a little bit. So as you breathe out, we're going to tilt your pelvis, but we're going to start to lift. So just a little spine curl up. So we're not necessarily coming up into a bridge, but we're lifting the back off the ground. As you breathe in, start to lower yourself all the way down. So we'll do that again. Keep the hands behind the head. So breathe out, tilt your pelvis, do that little spine curl up. So again, maybe not coming all the way up, but just to that little spine curl. And then release down. Now when you come back down, take a deep breath in, and this time as you breathe out, start to curl the upper body up off the ground. So the back of the head, the back of the neck, maybe looking at your belly button. On the in-breath, slowly release all the way back down again. As you breathe out, tuck your tailbone under, so start to curl up, so lifting up through your tailbone, a little bit of your spine. And as you breathe in, start to lower back down. So again, as you breathe out, start to lift through the upper body, so lift the head, the neck, the shoulders, the upper back, breathing in to release all the way back down. So again, as you breathe out, tuck the tailbone under, start to press through your feet, lift through your hips. Breathing in, start to lower all the way back down. Good. As you breathe out, curling up. So we'll do one more of these just on either side, so take your time. So lifting through the lower body, lift the hips, curl the spine up, breathing in to lower. And then lifting through the upper body and lowering back down. Now we're going to keep on the upper body just, so as you breathe out, start to lift through the upper body again. And as you breathe in, start to lower down. So breathing out to lift up. So again, creating that kind of deep scoop in the abdomen, that deep curve as you're coming up. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to come up to the center. Now we're going to move over towards the right side. We're going to do little pulses here. So we're going to move over and just a little twist. So it's pulse, 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 pulse. So we're just moving over towards the right side. Good, stay with that. You have 8 more. So keep your feet on the ground. Try not to twist through the lower body. Rotate through your belly button. And 4 more. Well done. Slowly release all the way back down. So we'll do that on the other side. So breathing out, start to come up. Hold here. And then move over and pulse over towards that left side. So again, little tiny movements. The hips stay down. Little kind of puffy breath. Keep going. Okay, last 4. Excellent. Slowly back to the center and release down. Now we'll do that one more time to either side. So breathing out, coming up. Take a deep breath in and then pulse. Good. Keep it going. Last 8. And last 4. Excellent. Back to the center. Slowly release down. Okay, last time, last side, deep breath in. As you breathe out, lift up. Holding there on the in-breath and on the out-breath, pulse. So just moving over towards that left side. Keep going. Okay, last set. And 4 more. And well done. Slowly release and relax all the way back down. So again, you could bring your arms down by your side. Coming back into more of a neutral position, so without tilting or arching. So again, we're going to walk the feet together. So bringing your feet in. So the sides of your feet touch, the knees touch to begin. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, take your right leg and drop it out to the side a little bit. Breathing in, squeeze it back in, and then change sides. So without affecting the other side. So as you move your right leg out, your left leg press down through your foot and keep the leg where it is. You might want to put your hands on your hips here as well, just to make sure that you're not turning in the hip in order to lower the leg more. So the leg will just go to where the leg will go. So without turning through your hip to get it further, just move it out to the side a little bit. Okay, we'll do one more of these on either side. And then make your way back to the centre. This time we're going to do both legs together. So deep breath in. As you breathe out, lower both knees out. And as you breathe in, squeeze them back together. So breathing out, open the legs. Breathing in, squeeze them back together. So make sure you're not changing your neutral spine. You're still lifting through the pelvic floor, still drawing the belly in, still keeping the hips as level and still as you can as you extend the legs out. Now this time, take your legs out, hold them, and like we did before, you're going to press the knees out. So it's just a little pulse, so it's press and press and press and press. So we're just opening up through the legs, opening up through the inner thighs, working a little bit on the outer hip. Okay, so keep breathing, maybe that little puffy breath. Keep going, and last set. And last 4. And well done. Slowly release and relax the legs back in. And you can draw your knees now in towards your chest. So maybe just taking a little roll there, side to side, forwards and back. So we're going to do a single straight leg lower now. So option wise, have one foot on the ground and then extend the other leg up. And then all you're going to do, upper body lifted or lowered, so you can have the hands behind the back of the head and lift the upper body. We're just going to lower that leg down and then lift it back up. So again, you might flex your foot to lower it, point your toes to lift it up. So it's just an up and down movement, upper body lifted or lowered. If you can manage, you could take both legs up towards the ceiling and then we alternate it. So again, upper body lifted or lowered, flex the foot, point the toes. So lower and lift. So breathing out, breathing in. But work where you can, always stick with that one foot on the ground option. And then if you've got one foot on the ground, you're going to change legs. So you just have the other foot on the ground, other leg extended, lower and lift through the legs. So again, flex the foot, point the toes to lift up, lift the upper body if you would like. But work where it feels best to you. Okay, well done. Okay, we'll just do a couple more of these, so just take your time. Nice. And then again, you can have a little rest. You can draw your knees in towards your chest. And then we're going to come back up with the legs. So again, your options would be to keep the legs bent here. If you can manage, we're going to straighten them. So just up to you. If your legs are bent, we're just going to do a little crisscross with the legs. So we're just crossing the foot over and then under. If the legs are raised, then we're going to do the same thing. So cross the foot over, cross the foot under. And again, upper body on the ground, upper body lifted, up to you. Now from there, if you want to, we're going to lower the legs and lift them. Again, you don't have to, but we crisscross the legs, lowering down, and then moving back up again. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now if you want to, you could do 4 and then bend your knees in and extend the legs back up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, knees in, press up. But work where you can. If you don't want to lower the legs at all, because it's kind of like a double leg lower, then don't. Just stay with the legs up at the top. And then bend your knees and push them back up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, knees in, push back up. And remember the option to always work with the legs bent, which would be fine. You could just keep crossing over with the legs. Okay, we'll do a couple more sets of these, so just take your time. And last one. Good, well done. Okay, you can release down again, maybe draw your knees in towards your chest. So still working through the inner thighs. We're going to start with the knees bent this time. So we're going to come into this kind of little frog move where your feet, the heels go together, but the toes go apart. So it's a little bit like a Pilates stance with your feet, but the knees are bent. Now we take a deep breath in here. As you breathe out, you're going to squeeze the legs up and together. So the toes at the top are still turning out and the heels are together. Now keep that position with your feet and re-bend the legs. So then the knees come to either shoulder kind of. So as you breathe out, squeeze and lift up. As you breathe in, bend your legs. Now again, keep that going. That feels okay. You can always extend them out, so it'll be a little bit harder. But if you'd like to keep them going up the way, then that's fine. And also taking your hands behind the back of the head, lifting through the upper body will make it a little bit harder also. But again, just work where you can. So breathing out, squeeze and lift. Breathing in, draw the knees back in. And if you want more, the legs go out at an angle. And if you want less, they go straight up towards the ceiling. Again, upper body lifted or lowered. Have a little rest when you need to. Come back in again when you feel you can. Okay, we'll just do a couple more. When you're ready, we'll draw the knees in towards the chest. Okay, so we're just going to do a single leg extension now. So both knees in towards your chest. If you take, first of all, both of your hands just onto your right knee, and then we'll just extend the left leg away. Good. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, change legs. So breathing in, as you breathe out, change legs. Now keep going on that. Breathing in, as you breathe out, change legs, but on the next in breath, you could lift the upper body up off the ground. Okay, breathing out, change legs, maybe lower the upper body. And breathing in, lift the upper body up again. So breathing out and breathing in. Again, work where you can always keep your upper body low. And you can always, instead of extending the leg out, you could aim it more up towards the ceiling, so that would make it a little bit easier. But just work where you can, where it feels best to you. So the lower the leg that you're extending goes towards the ground, then the harder this will be. If you want to, your hand position can be the hand to the outside of the knee and the hand to the inside of the ankle. Again, if that is too difficult to coordinate, then just keep it with both hands on your knees. And you can also keep your upper body lifted so the whole time, and then change on your in-breath and change on your out-breath. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And to make it harder, just create that little short puffy breath and just move a little bit quicker. So it's in and out, in and out. Again, that doesn't suit you and you want to work a little bit slower, then do that. Keep the upper body on the ground, then do that. Just work where it feels right to you. Okay, the last four. And relax. Okay, so relaxing down there, maybe draw your knees in, maybe move a little bit side to side, whatever feels right. From here, we'll take our feet flat on the floor. So we're going to come into our bridge movement today. So again, starting with that neutral spine, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, tilt your pelvis forward and up. Now from there, start to peel the back up off the ground. So pressing through your feet equally, lifting the hips, maybe up onto your shoulders, maybe not, just take it to where you can. Breathe in, and then as you breathe out, slowly lower the hips all the way down. So again, moving through that curved spine as you do it, keep the tailbone tilted a little bit. So as you breathe out, tilt your pelvis, keep that tilt as you start to lift up. Take a deep breath in. Now start thinking about the pelvis tilting again as you're coming down. So you're still tilting as you move down one little piece of your back at a time. And then when we get to the bottom, then we move to neutral spine. So breathe out, tilt the pelvis, start to peel the back up. Work through the inner thighs, so squeeze them together. Breathe in at the top and breathing out to slowly lower back down. Good, well done. Okay, we're going to do this twice more, and then you're going to have an option of either keeping the hips lifted or lowering the hips down, and we're going to do a little movement with the legs. So as you breathe out this time, we'll lift up and hold up. So again, if this doesn't suit you, you're going to take the hips down and do it. And as you breathe out, you're going to lift up through one leg. So you're keeping that leg lifted. Now all we're going to do here is to lower the hips. So we're going to lower the hips down and then press them back up. So we lower the hips and lift them back up. So there's two options here. The first one is take your feet down and just lower the hips and lift them up. The second one is take the hips down and then just lift your hips up and lower them all the way back down. So work where you can, where it feels best to you. We're trying to keep the hips from touching the ground, but we're moving down and up. Do two more. And last one. Well done. From there, slowly bend your leg. And if you're lifted with your hips, start to make your way all the way back down into that neutral spine position. So we'll do it on the other side. So again, if you're staying here, just lift your leg up and you can just push through your hips and lower them down. If you want to come up to the bridge position, breathe out, tilt your pelvis and lift up. So again, you could just stay here, lower your hips and lift them with both feet on the ground. Otherwise, as you breathe out, lift your leg up, hold it up, and then lower the hips a little bit and press them back up. So go down and lift. So again, we're not trying to touch the ground. We're trying to avoid touching the ground, if anything. And we're trying to continuously push up to the top of our bridge position. So pressing back up. Good, well done. So working through the glutes. Do two more. And last one. And well done. Okay, from there, lower your foot down and slowly and carefully lower yourself all the way back down towards the ground. Okay, when you're ready, we'll draw the knees towards your chest. So you can take a little roll there, just moving side to side, forward and back, whatever feels right. Now we're going to do a little open leg rocker movement. So when you're ready, we'll make our way up to sitting. So you could roll up if you want to. Does it matter? Just take your time to come up. Good. Okay, so when you come up, we'll separate your feet about hip distance apart. Take your hands behind the back of your thighs. Now all we're going to do is we're going to lift one leg up off the ground and then lower it back down and then lift the other leg up off the ground. And if you want to, you could have your feet a bit lifted off the ground first and that will make it a little bit harder. Good. So we're just lifting one leg and lowering it down. If you can, start to straighten the legs, so you actually straighten it as you lift it up. If that feels too much, then keep the leg bent. So breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. Okay, well done, very nice. Now if you can, we're going to lift one leg up and we're going to hold it, and then you're going to lift the other leg up and hold it. And then release them both back down. So we're trying that again. So keep pulling yourself forward, keep lifting yourself up. So one leg lifts, hold, other leg lifts, hold, and then lower them both back down. Again, if it feels too much, then don't worry about it. If you can, take your hands further down the leg, so you're taking it towards the calf or the ankle, then do it there. But again, work where you can, when it feels right. So breathing out, lift up and hold. Good, breathing out, lift up and hold. And then release both legs back down. We'll do that twice more, so any variation. Keep your legs bent. Keep your hands further down the legs. Good. And last one. And well done. Slowly release down. Okay, from there, we'll just do a little roll back here. So again, we're going to roll back, but we're going to hold it at the back for 3 counts. So make sure you're in a position that you can hold it. So hands behind the back of your thighs. Maybe hands reaching forward. So deep breath in. As you breathe out, just rolling back. So hold here for 3 breaths if you can. So just breathing in and out. And you can count your own breaths. I'm not going to count them for you. So do 3 and then make your way back up. So do that again. Maybe challenge yourself and go a little bit further back. See if you can hold it there. So a little bit further. Again for 3 breaths. Excellent. Come up when you're ready, and we'll do that once more. So again, maybe even a little bit further back. So just take it to where you can. And you can always hold on with your hands here. Good. And on the third one here, we're going to roll all the way back. So you're just going to take your time, just moving down and lower yourself back down again. Good. Okay, well done. From there, we're going to roll over onto your side. So if you just make your way onto your side, it doesn't really matter which side. We will do both of them. But coming onto your side, we're going to be quite low to the ground today. So again, that long arm, resting down. So you're taking your head onto the arm. Again, if that's not suitable, bring your hand in front and use a cushion or something underneath your head. That might work a little bit better, but just see how it feels once you're there and adjust it if you need to. Maybe bring your feet a little bit in front again, so you've got that kind of more banana shape. We're going to start to lift a little bit through the side body. So we're trying to work through the side and through the front body. Breathing out, you can either keep your bottom leg on the ground or maybe stretch it away so your bottom leg lifts a bit off the ground. Again, this top hand can be on the ground or you can stretch it away, just whatever it feels like. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, we'll just lift your top leg away from the bottom leg just a little. Breathe in to lower it back down. So breathing out, lift up, and breathing in more. So not a kick, but just a simple lift of the leg. So we're not trying to go high. We're trying to keep our hips stacked, belly pulled in, and that little gap underneath your side body. Now this time we'll add the bottom leg. So breathe out, lift your top leg. Breathe in, squeeze and lift the bottom leg. Hold there for a moment if you can, and then release both legs back down. So breathing out, top leg lifts. Breathing in, squeeze and lift the bottom leg. Hold if you can, and release down. Again, if your bottom leg's on the ground, you don't want to lift it up, just lift your top leg and hold. If you can, squeeze and lift it, and release down. Okay, do that again. So lift, squeeze and lift. And release down. We'll do that twice more. So lift, squeeze and lift, and release down. And one last time. Good. Now this time, when you come back down, we're going to squeeze both legs together and you're going to try and lift both of your legs at the same time and release them down. So again, if that doesn't work for you, just do your top leg. So squeeze and lift and release. Excellent. And just work where you can, where it feels right. Squeeze the legs. Good. Okay, we'll do 2 more of these and then we're going to lift the legs up and we're just going to hold them up for a count of 8. So lift the legs up, hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Release all the way down, bend your legs. Okay, we'll come over to the other side. So press yourself up in the centre and then just swing your legs all the way down to the other side. So again, coming into that long lying position. So align your spine, align your bottom arm, and then maybe bring your feet a little bit forwards. So again, this time today, try and lift up through your side body, keep your hips stacked, and maybe if you can, as you breathe out, stretch both legs away so they lift a little bit off the ground. So deep breath in, as you breathe out, lift your top leg and breathe into lower. So we're just lifting and lowering through the top leg without trying to get high at all. We're just trying to keep our hips still and that little lift in your waistline. Good. Okay, we'll do a few more. Just working nice and easy. And then lift your top leg and hold it. And then lift your bottom leg to meet it. So maybe hold there for a moment and release back down. So top leg lifts, bottom leg lifts, squeeze and hold, and release back down. So again, if that feels too much, don't bother with the bottom leg. Certainly don't bother with the pause. You can always move it down quicker. Good. And we'll do 2 more. Excellent. And last one. So the next ones, we're going to squeeze the legs together and we're going to lift with these both legs. So as you breathe out, lift up, and as you breathe in, lower. Again, if that's too much, just do your top leg again. So breathing out, squeeze and lift, release down. And maybe not touch the ground fully when you come back down. So if you can manage with the legs squeezed together, just kind of hover a little bit. Okay, we'll do 2 more. And then on the last one, lift up and hold. So both legs up or one leg, but squeezing the legs together. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release and relax, bend the legs. Okay, we're going to move up to all fours. Again, you could probably do this next bit lying on your front, but if you can, move up to an all fours position. So as you come in, spread your hands under your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and do feel free to go down onto your forearms at any point, or all the way to the ground if that helps you. So coming into a few pelvic tilts first. So just these little kittens first of all. So moving through your hips, breathing in, just let the tailbone move away from you a little bit. As you breathe out, draw the tailbone back under and pull your belly in. So breathing out, arch your back, breathing in, tilt the pelvis under. So just quite small movements, so trying to be really neat about it. So it's just the hips, just the pelvis that is moving. Okay, on your next out breath, we're going to round through your back. So you're going to pull your belly in, push the mat away, maybe tuck your chin a little. And then on the in breath, dropping the belly and starting to pull the chest forwards and through. So do that again. So breathing out, rounding in. And breathing in, arching the back a little bit. So we'll do that one more time. And draw it in. Now make your way back to a more neutral position, so in the centre. And then as you breathe out, you're going to extend your right leg behind you. So it could be on the ground, you could lift it up, it's up to you. Now taking a deep breath in, as you breathe out, you're going to round your back as you pull the knee in towards your chest. And then breathing out, you're going to extend and lengthen through that back leg. So drawing the knee in round your back, pulling in. And as you breathe out, extend away. Now you can stay on that. If you want a little bit more, we're going to add on a little tricep push-up. So as you extend the leg away, you're going to move the body weight forwards a little, and you're going to bend your elbows halfway, so not all the way down. Breathing in, come back up. As you breathe out, pull the knee in, round your back. As you breathe out, extend away. So again, move forwards a little bit, bend the elbows, pushing back up. So breathing out, pull the knee in. Good, extend away. Move forwards a little bit, bend your elbows, and press back up. Okay, from here, lower your knee. We'll just come back to a child's pose now. So just have a little rest there. Maybe walk your hands forwards a little bit. When you're ready, slowly make your way back up. So again, you can come onto your forearms, you can stay onto your hands, or come all the way down. So do a few of these cat-cow movements again. So just moving through your back, rounding, to get that feeling of the rounding back. And then move back into a neutral spine. So when you're ready, as you breathe out, we'll extend the left leg. So again, foot on the ground, foot lifted, up to you. As you breathe out, pull your knee in, round through your back. And as you breathe in, just extend and press the leg away. So do that again a couple more times. So drawing the knee in, rounding through your back, and then pushing it away. Good. So again, it's optional to do the little push-up if you want to. Pull your knee in first, and as you extend away, then move forwards. Bend your elbows a little bit, and press back up. So again, pull the knee in, round your back, extend and stretch the leg away. Move forwards and bend your elbows a little bit, and push back up. So do that twice more, so just take your own time. Good. And last one. Well done. Okay, when you're ready, we are going to move all the way down to the ground. So I'll let you do that in your own way, but if you want to, you could move your knees back or come up onto your toes and bend both elbows and lower yourself down. But if you want to just lower yourself onto your belly, then do that also. So when you come in, we're going to start with these little swan moves. So you're going to bring your hands so that your elbows and your forearms are on the ground and the hands are spread. So again, it's up to you whether you're close in with the hands, you're further away, just get a comfortable position. So relaxing your feet and your legs, pubic bone presses down, and with that little marble under your nose, start to roll it away. lifting through your nose and your chin and your chest. As you breathe out, just lowering back down. So do that again, so breathing in, lift up and lower back down. So you're in charge of how high you come, just working through your spine. So just take it to the place where it feels kind of good. Now, staying with that, or if you want a little more, walk your hands further in, so your fingers are under your shoulders, and the elbows will lift off the ground this time. But we're going to squeeze them in towards the sides. And as you breathe out, roll the marble away, and maybe come up a little bit higher. As you breathe in, slowly release back down. Again, breathing out, lifting up in your own time, shoulders down your back, and slowly lower. Again, just work where it feels right, to the point where you feel the strengthening move, but without it straining too much. Okay, we'll do one more of these. And then you can just release yourself all the way back down towards your mat. Now we're going to work through a kind of swimming move now. So your option is just to bend your arms and just drop your head down. If you want to, you can extend the arms overhead, and it's going to be opposite arm to leg here. So again, the forehead can just rest on the ground, or you can lift the upper body. It's up to you. Feet hip distance, pubic bone down. As you breathe out, lift through one leg and the opposite arm. As you breathe in, release it down and change legs. So breathing out to lift up, breathing in to lower. Just lift and lower. If you want a little bit more, start to lift and extend. So you're lifting through the upper body as you lift the arm and leg. Again, if it doesn't feel right, then don't do it. So breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower down. Think about lengthening and stretching. So from your fingers all the way down to your opposite leg. Okay, very nice. And you can always just do legs only here, just working where it feels right. Well done. Okay, we'll just do one more of these on either side. And then release yourself all the way back down. So this time you can bring your arms round and drop your head down. So once more, we're going to work a little bit through the inner thighs here. So again, if you turn your toes out so that your heels join together. So a little bit like when we did that frog move, so that Pilates stance again. So here we're going to be working the inner thighs, and again we're counting for the same count as our 100. So breathing in for 5, out for 5. So basically we extend the legs, lift them a little bit off the ground, and then we separate the legs a little bit, so we bring the heels apart. And then we breathe in and we squeeze the legs together. So you work on the in part without moving the out part. So it's breathing in and it's in 2, 3, 4, 5, breathing out 2, 3, 4, 5. But the whole motion is squeezing in. Good, keep that going. So in 2, 3, 4, 5, breathing out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set. In 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Release and relax all the way down. So relax the head. Breathe. So we're going to do that one more time. Again, if you don't want to do that, you could just simply open the legs and squeeze them back together without the little heel beats that we're doing, without the little fast movement. So again, we'll join the heels together, toes pointing out. As you breathe out, lift the legs up. So we're trying to turn the legs out as well. When you're ready, take the legs a little bit apart and then squeezing them in 2, 3, 4, 5 and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe flex your feet a little bit and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5 and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5 and out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5 and out. 3, 4, 5. Last set in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, release, relax. While we're in this position, we're just going to do a little stretch for the front of your thighs, so for your quads. So when you're ready, if you want to, you're going to bend through your right leg. Now you might just keep your leg there. If you want to, you could come up onto your left forearm and reach your right hand back. So you can reach back towards it, or if you can, take hold of the foot, so the foot or the ankle goes into the hand, and then just gently draw the heel towards your bottom. Try and press a little bit through your front thigh and through your hip so that you're extending that muscle, but just see how it feels without forcing it in any way. Well done. Release that. So we'll change sides. So again, bring your right forearm in, bend your left leg. Just see how it feels. You might just keep it there. Maybe reach back with the left hand, maybe taking the foot into the hand, and just gently press the heel towards the bottom, and then start to press the thigh and the front of your hip towards the ground. Well done. Okay, when you're ready, slowly release that. And then from here, we'll just start to come up. So we'll push onto your hands and your knees, first of all. Walk your knees forward, and you can just have a little seat so you can bring yourself round to sitting. As you do that, you can bring your legs in front of you. So we're just going to move from side to side. So we'll take your right hand down and just reach up and over through your left hand without lifting the sit bones. So we'll do that again. So take that to the other side, just reaching up and over. And then do that again. So we'll just reach and stretch through the side body. Good, we'll do it one more time. We'll stay over towards the side and then bring your body up, but keep your hand lifted. And we'll just do a little tricep stretch. So taking that left hand, right hand even, behind the back of the head, we'll use your left hand to just gently press it down. Again, just take it to where it feels right. And feel the stretch in the back of your arm, hopefully. Okay, we'll release that. Change sides, so reach up with your left hand and then just bend it behind your head. So again, taking your right hand, just gently pressing the elbow down a little bit more. Okay, when you're ready, release both hands and take them behind your back this time. So just either side of you, and then just start to open your chest. So draw the shoulders back, maybe tilt the head back, and then just release and fold forwards a little bit without trying to get anywhere as you come forwards. So do that again. So float yourself back, take your hands behind you, lift up, so press your chest forwards, and then slowly release and move forwards. Okay, we'll do that one more time. So coming back up, take your hands behind you, press the chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then release and relax forwards. Okay, when you come back up, you can keep your legs there if you want, or you can cross them. We're just going to work through the head and neck a little bit. So relaxing through the shoulders. Slowly drop your chin just down towards the ground. When you're ready, lift back up. And we just drop the ear just over towards one side. So try and release through your shoulders. Try not to hold too much tension there. Move to the centre and then just take it the other way. Okay, so back towards the middle. We'll just roll your shoulders now, just nice and easy towards the back. And then towards the front. Well done. Okay, that is you, ladies. Thank you very much.